The boreal forest is a very large and very diverse landscape. It's also a forest that's constantly in renewal. It has about a 100-year fire cycle. And so you've got all those different ages of succession. You have the wetlands, you have just so much different opportunities for different species of birds. So it supports quite a large diversity.
The Lesser Slave Lake acts as a geographic barrier. And then on the other side, we have Martin Mountain, which acts as another geographic barrier. So essentially, our area is a nice little funnel where the birds concentrate, and it allows us a really good opportunity to count them.
Most of the programs we do here at the Bird Observatory, we're looking at how many birds we see moving through or who's breeding in the area, and we're looking to see if there's significant increases or decreases over time.
We have 4 key methods that we use out here every day to monitor the birds. We do visual migration counts. Those are 5 minutes, once an hour. We're counting everything we see moving over in a migratory fashion. And then we do the census, and we're counting every bird we see in here along about a 600-meter line. The third observation method is just casual observations. So while we're out and about, we're just writing down every single bird we see in here. And then the fourth method is the banding. A lot of our birds are migrants, and a lot of them are neotropical migrants, which means they're coming from the tropics. So birds spend their winters down in warmer climates because most of them are insectivorous. And then they're coming up here during the summer because there's less competition, there's more space, and there is an abundance of insects. A lot of these birds are probably traveling over 10,000 kilometers in a single year.
And a lot of birds won't survive, but the odds of being able to produce more young are better up here than they are down in the warmer climates.
We send all of our data to the Canadian Migration Monitoring Network, and they get data from stations all across Canada, and they're able to use that to develop trends for birds, not just in one particular area, but to try and get like a countrywide idea of what bird populations are doing.
The Lesser Slave Lake Bird Observatory, we're part of a series of migration monitoring stations that are across Canada, and they're all part of the Canadian Migration Monitoring Network. And we basically all work together to get a better understanding of the status of our birds up here in Canada.
Bird populations and how they're affected can really also translate to how the forest is doing. So if birds are doing poorly, chances are good the forest is doing poorly. And they're just an amazing indicator for the overall health of the entire ecosystem.
We've got some programs that we've been doing all the way since 1994. We do a program called MAPS, which is Monitoring Avian Productivity and Survivorship. And then we also have a Northern Saw-Whet Owl program that happens in the fall. It's a night program. We have audio lures and we call them in. It's looking at sort of what's the migration patterns of this Northern Saw-Whet Owl. The Boreal Centre for Bird Conservation opened in 2006, and it's a very unique partnership between Alberta Parks and the Lesser Slave Lake Bird Observatory. We both basically work together to help deliver programming. It's even in our mandate, promoting bird conservation through research and education.
We get people from all over the world, and then we also bring the kids out from the schools, because getting to youth is really important.
He can blend in with the snow.
He can blend in with the snow, and you know what?
When you pull out the first bird from a bag, they're all like, wow, you actually have a real bird.
If people love birds when they're young, then they'll probably love birds as they get older.
It's really important to deliver our messages to the public, to make them aware of the challenges that birds face, and then just letting people know that there's stuff that they can do that will make a very big difference.
People take birds for granted. They're like leaves rustling. They're just a noise. It's just another part of nature, instead of realizing that birds need help.
There are quite a few threats to birds right now. Habitat destruction, climate change, and then cats are probably one of the biggest problems for birds. In North America, they kill about 2 billion birds a year. There's a lot of little things that people can do that will greatly benefit birds. The first one is keep your cats indoors or on a leash.
If you live in a city or a town, make your yard a bird oasis. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it goes a long way. If you have safe windows and you're planting native shrubs, it's just that much of a little thing that could make a difference of a bird having a stopover site or not having a stopover site.
We really pride ourselves in the fact that public and students can interact directly with their scientists. It's that real authentic experience, and that's very unique for us.
I just do my thing, and whether that passion for the birds and the work comes through, well then that's like great, because the people are like, wow, that guy truly likes what he does.
People come here to be on vacation, and I get to work here. I believe in the value of migration monitoring. I believe in the value of conserving bird populations. I love birds.